Hi guys, welcome back. Today we'll be looking at the brand new RSI Scorpius. I will do my best to provide you all with all of the information that is available on this new concept ship. The RSI Scorpius seems to be a brand new ship in in-game lore, meaning that it is not a ship that has been around for a while within the game's story. The ship is the fruits of labor of RSI's Applied Innovation Division in the Killian system. That sounds like some sort of RSI crack team of designers and engineers. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty details of the ship. So it seems that the Scorpius is a medium to heavy fighter. It is operated by a crew of 2 consisting of a pilot and Vizor combination sitting in tandem. The X factor of this ship, no pun intended, is the remotely operated fully adjustable turret, which can traverse down the ship's spine to give the gunner the best firing arc. Oh, and also the ship is the first X-Wing design in Star Citizen. And now onto the quantitative details of the ship, and please keep in mind that these stats and dimensions will most likely change as the ship moves along the ship development pipeline. The wings fold back, allowing the ship to land on the extra small size landing pad. And before you ask, yes, this ship is designed to land on or in a Polaris Corvette. So in its wing extended form, the ship is 24.5 meters long, it is 33 meters wide, and it is 13 meters tall. The ship is surprisingly large when comparing it to its peers, such as the Anvil Hurricane or the Anvil Super Hornet. The Scorpius is powered by 2 small size 1 power plants, and it's protected by 2 small size 1 shields. The ship is also cooled by 2 size 1 small cooling modules. The ship also has 4 main thrusters, 2 retro thrusters, and 8 maneuvering thrusters. These thrusters are powered by a small quantum drive and a small jump drive. Fueling the ship is also a small size quantum fuel tank. Now on to the best parts of the ship. The Scorpius has a blistering array of forward-facing firepower, armed with 4 fixed-size 3 guns on the wingtips, and there is still more. The remotely operated turret is also equally equipped with 4 size 3 guns, bringing the total forward-facing weaponry of this ship to a staggering 8 size 3 weapons, all capable of shooting at the target simultaneously. And yet, there is still more. The missile operator can unleash a healthy dose of 8 size 2 missiles. I think it's safe to say that any would-be pirate facing off against this Scorpius is in for a stinging surprise. So thankfully CIG have done a Q&A session on the Scorpius, and there are some very interesting insights into the Scorpius. The question which most of you are itching to ask is, can you slave the remote turret to the pilot? And the answer is yes, but not until computer blades are in game. They have also said that the turret will take 5 seconds to change positions and will be unusable during that transition period, meaning that you won't be able to stop the turret halfway in between the 2 positions and fire the guns. This turret can also be assigned to AI, sort of an automatic state in which the AI will engage targets. The pilot and Wizzo seats are also equipped with an ejection mechanism, meaning that if you've had enough and think that you're about to explode, you can just pull that ejection handle and be ejected out. CIG has also confirmed that the Scorpius will have an armor profile similar to the Anvil Hurricane, meaning that the Scorpius won't be heavily armored. The Anvil Hurricane was described as being a glass cannon, thus we can expect that the Scorpius to be a very lightly armored ship. You might be wondering if armor will have a significant impact on ship-to-ship combat, and the answer is a resounding yes. It was described by the ship pipeline director as being apocalyptic, meaning that when ship armor is added into game, its impact will be profound. So you might be wondering where the Scorpius sits among its peers in game. Well, it's safe to say that the Scorpius will sit in between the Anvil Hurricane and the Anvil Super Hornet. The Super Hornet will have the most armor, the Hurricane will have the big armor-piercing power with the 2 size 4s, and the Scorpius in the middle. Now it's time for me to give my personal opinions on the ship. and I will begin by a pros versus cons list. Let's start with the positives. So 1. Firepower. This ship has a lot of forward-facing firepower with 8 size 3 weapons. 2. That adjustable turret, which is something new to small fighters. However, it is too early to say how effective it will be. 3. The X-Wing profile. Now this may not give the ship an advantage, but it does look cool and it is unique. However, it may give the Scorpius good atmospheric flight performance. And now onto the negatives. 1. Weak armor. Yes, this will be a huge setback for the Scorpius when the ship armor mechanics are implemented into the game. 2. Size. Yes, the Scorpius is rather large. How large, you say? Well, it's twice as wide as the Hurricane, twice as tall as the Hurricane and the Super Hornet, and relatively the same length as the Super Hornet. Now you might be wondering if that will be a disadvantage, and yes, it will be. Because the larger your side and front profile, the greater the chances of being hit. This will also affect its visibility profile as well. 3. All 4 pilot control weapons are mounted on the wingtips, meaning that if you lose a wing, you lose a weapon. 4. The unique missile ports, which won't allow you to change the size of your missile loadouts, meaning that you can only carry size 2 missiles. So in conclusion, you guys might be wondering if I have bought the Scorpius, and the answer is no. I haven't, and that's not because it's a bad ship, but because I think there are much better ships that one can purchase in the same price range. The Scorpius costs $220, meaning that it's $50 more expensive than the Aegis Saber, one of the best fighters currently in game, or that it's $40 more than the Super Hornet, and $25 more than the Anvil Hurricane. In fact, the Scorpius sits at the same price range as the Crusader Ares fighters, and if one is after a heavy fighter, well, the Ares will be a much better choice. There's also the possibility that the owners of the RSI Polaris may also get a Scorpius with their Polaris, but that is not a confirmed thing, but rather just speculation. As it stands, currently, a ship like the Scorpius will undoubtedly perform better than both the Super Hornet and the Hurricane. But when other game mechanics such as armor are introduced, things will change. The Anvil Hurricane's 2 size 4 guns will allow it to penetrate more armor when that mechanic is added. But remember that bigger guns may not always be better, because the bigger the weapon, the less ammunition one will be able to carry, and disabling ships might be a better option rather than total destruction. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and please remember to like and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Until then, please take care, and bye-bye.